It's Ashley from Demystifying Your Health. Thank you for joining me today. I am so glad that you're here. In this episode, we're going to be talking about cataracts. One evening, you're sitting in your favorite chair reading the latest book from your favorite author. And you notice it's like trying to look through a fogged up window. It's sort of hard to see. You also notice that when you're driving at night, it's becoming increasingly more difficult to see the road. What's going on? Can it be corrected? Cataracts occur when the clear lens behind the iris, which is the colored part of your eye, becomes cloudy. And this distorts the light as it passes through, which makes it difficult for the light-sensing receptors in the back of your eye to actually function correctly. So this is what impacts your vision. And it's a natural part of the aging process as the lens becomes less flexible, less transparent, and thicker. However, it can result from some traumatic injuries. Usually, though, it starts small and progresses slowly. And each eye, while it will have cataracts, is independent of the other. So that means it will progress at a different rate. And there are several types. You have nuclear, which affects the center of the lens. You have cortical, which starts at the edges and moves inward. Posterior subcapsular, which is when it starts at the back of the lens. And this one is because that's the direct path of the light is the most noticeable early in the process, and it also progresses more rapidly than the other types. And the last type is congenital, which occurs at birth, usually the result of either genetics, an intrauterine infection, or some form of traumatic injury. And the good thing about this one is it doesn't always impact vision, though. Symptoms for cataracts include cloudy, blurred, or dimmed vision, increasing difficulty seeing at night, sensitivity to light or glare, need for brighter lights to see or read, seeing halos around lights, the need to change the strength of glasses or contacts frequently, a fading or yellowing of the iris, and double vision in one eye only. And there are certain factors that can increase your risk of developing cataracts. Obviously, some of them are within your ability to modify, others are not, such as age. Then you have diabetes, smoking, obesity, high blood pressure, excessive alcohol consumption, prolonged use of corticosteroids, excessive exposure to sunlight, and this one's especially true if you don't wear sunglasses, and previous eye injuries, inflammation, or surgery. When it comes to treating cataracts, there are two main options. The first is to wear glasses or contacts that have enough strength in them so you can function and do your daily activities. When these no longer are working, your doctor will recommend surgery. And it's important to realize that with surgery, since cataracts is not harming your eye, there's no rush to get it done, and the outcome's not affected by how soon you have surgery. The whole process is actually taking out your own lens and replacing it with a new artificial one. So, if you have cataracts in both eyes, you're going to need to have two surgeries. And this is because the doctor is going to operate on one eye, let that heal, and then operate on the other eye. This way you can still sort of see when you've had both surgeries done. When it comes to preventing cataracts, there's nothing specific that is recommended that's going to guarantee you won't get them. However, there are some tips that you can follow to help reduce your chances. And this can include having regular eye exams. One of the reasons, obviously, is because you can catch cataracts early, and you can also find if you have any other eye conditions that could be more serious. You don't want to smoke. You want to manage health conditions that increase your risk, such as high blood pressure, diabetes, obesity. Those things need to be managed so that way they decrease the chances of you developing cataracts as a result of having those conditions. You want to eat foods that have nutrients that promote eye health, and this obviously is healthy fruits and vegetables, usually. Avoid excessive amounts of alcohol. Also, wear sunglasses and a wide brim hat when you're going to be outside, when it's sunny. The sunglasses obviously are absolutely vital, and the wide brim hat is great because it helps reduce additional glare. So especially if you're going to be out on the beach, snow, anywhere where there's water, any of those things, you want to make sure you're definitely wearing both of these because of the fact there's a lot of glare that comes up, not just from the sun coming down, but coming back up from the surface that you're on, whether it's water, sand, or snow. And you want to use plenty of light when reading. And the reason for this is because when you're reading in dim lit areas, it actually increases eye strain. And there is some thought that prolonged eye strain over many, many years can actually increase the development of cataracts. So by having plenty of light when you're reading, you're reducing this. Same type of concept here when it comes to using screens. We're finding that more and more eye strain is actually occurring because of our increased use of whether it's a computer, a phone, a laptop, any form of like iPad type device, any of those are increasing eye strain as well. So sometimes it might be a good idea to take a break from those or change the settings in them so that way it reduces the amount of eye strain you experience. So hopefully by following all of these tips, it will help decrease the chances that you have of developing cataracts. While cataracts is a normal part of the aging process, it often comes as a surprise to most people. So the good news is there is treatment that means it won't impact your life significantly. Thank you for joining me today. If you found the information to be valuable and helpful, please like, share, subscribe, tell your friends about us. If you have comments, questions, I'd love to hear from you. Put them below, send me a message, and I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. But otherwise, you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Stay healthy.